Buzzer TV presents vintage game shows on Amazon.
Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples. The red section has its money on Jack Carter and his wife, Roxanne. The yellow section backs David Ladd and his wife, recording artist Cheryl Ladd. The blue section is betting on Chad Everett and his wife, Shelby Grant, as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Everybody, nice to have you with us. It's even nice to have guys and dolls with us today. What a chorus line we've got here of celebrities, and what a terrific audience. So let's start winning the money. Shall we do that, gang? Fellas, sit out here with me. Ladies, step to the rear. And we're going to do that right after this message for you. Okay, we're back. We're going to meet our groups now, individually. Are you ready, gang? Here we go. First, Mr. Chad Everett and his wife, Shelby, for the blue section. For the blue. Next to Chad and Shelby is Mr. David Ladd and his wife, Cheryl. For the yellow section. Next to Cheryl and David is Mr. Jack Carter and his wife, Roxanne. Okay. You know how we play the game, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we just got here.
Ladies, I'm going to ask the fellas the questions. They're going to press the button and give you clues, okay? Ready to go? We'll say goodbye to you now. Goodbye, ladies.
Bye.
Gentlemen, here comes the first question. And here we go. A time she wanted to clobber you. Jack. Tell us about a time she wanted to clobber you, Jack.
Yes. We had demolition and construction guys building a new house. We moved into a Spanish mausoleum next door to Joey Bishop in Beverly Hills. Because my last house I'd lost, I lived 9 blocks from it. And we had workmen working day and night, heavy lump laborers, killers, breaking walls. And they had gone home. And my wife said goodnight to them. You know, and I met them in the backyard, said, wait, there's something I want to show you with the wall and the plumbing, how the toilet's running into the woodwork. And I brought them back in the house. All of a sudden, she came barreling into the kitchen naked. Stark nude. She thought they'd... She looked at me, she said, I didn't know you were home yet. Oh. Like with them, it's all right to run around like that.
That's right.
I didn't know, and no cover-up, just, I didn't know you were home yet. And there they were.
And those carpenters have never been the same
They
since,
have been hammering their thumbs for months now. Where's the crazy lady that runs around naked?
All right. A time she wanted to clobber you, a clue will be...
Carpenter, workman.
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 One word clue, workman, worth
Laborer.
$100.
Is workman one word?
Sure.
Workman.
Workman. Workman is the clue. Did you ever say a word over and over, it starts to sound funny to you? Workman.
Working man.
The clue is workman.
Laborers.
No, workman. You're going to go with workman or laborer?
Workman.
Okay. See, it sounds funny. Workman. All right. Let's
Sonny Workman, a jockey.
Sonny Workman, a great writer. Yes.
Let's bring on the ladies. Shh. Okay, ladies, we have a question. We have a clue. Here's the question first. A time that she wanted to clobber you. And the clue is workman. There's Roxanne. Tell us about that time that you wanted to clobber him.
Oh, God, it was terrible. I came downstairs. We had been remodeling our kitchen, and the workmen had gone home. And I came downstairs, and I was stark naked, and here was Jack in the kitchen with the workmen. And I was in shock.
That's what he said. You're right.
And I said, who is this little boy?
And you hit him with a 2x4, right?
Oh, I said, what are you doing home?
That's right. That's exactly what he said. Thanks, ladies. We'll come back to you in just a moment with the next question. Fellas, ready to go? Here it is. A memorable quote. Tell us that memorable quote.
I live in the valley, and it gets very windy there in Chatsworth. And we had a particularly windy morning where we were gusting about 55, 60 miles an hour, and the trees, the cypress trees, were just bent over like that. And even though there's a wall around the pool, the wind was splashing water out of the pool, and it was whistling through these tiles, making a through the tiles in the roof, you know, and the whole thing. It was really that kind of scene, leaves and dust blowing all over. And I was out in the pool house, we call it a cantina, and I was up early, and my daughter was coming out to say hello to her da. And she stepped out into the teeth of this gale. And she looked at me, and I looked at her, and she said, "Well, I see somebody's been fooling Mother Nature again."
Not nice.
That's a goodie.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, so a memorable quote then. A clue will have to be kind of hard, huh? One or two words. A memorable quote.
Win.
All right.
Mother.
Well, I'd say,
baby.
you want to go, well, it wasn't really a storm. You want to go with, why don't we go with nature?
Nature?
Yeah. Since Mother Nature's two words, you want to go with one-word clue, don't you? Yeah, okay.
Sure, one-word clue. Okay, a one-word clue, and it's going to be nature, right?
That should get.
Okay, let's bring on the ladies. Okay, ladies, here's a question. It is a memorable quote. A memorable quote. The clue is nature. Shelby. All right, Shelby, tell us about that.
That was our beautiful little Catherine Carey, and happened a couple of weeks ago, I think. And she and Chad were walking outside, and a big gale of wind came by. And she looked at him and said, "I think somebody's been fooling around with Mother Nature."
That's very sad. That's the quote. That's a goal, too. Okay, at this point, yes, Jack.
Shows you how rich he is. He already lives in Chadsworth.
Oh, my. Nevertheless, moving right along, folks. Cheryl and David have 0 at this point. Shelby and Chad, Roxanne and Jack are tied with $100 apiece. Okay, time for a tattletale quickie. And here it comes your way now. Ladies, I'm going to ask you this question now. Each correct answer is worth $100. When you met, who fell in love first? You or your husband? When you met, who fell in love first? You or your husband? That's a good question. Think about that one, and we'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, Chad, what's Shelby going to say? Who did fall in love first?
Well, she's going to say, well, I don't know how she's going to put it. I don't want to get mixed up. I'm paraphrasing again.
Yes.
I am the one that fell in love first.
Right. So then you say that she will say, you fell in love first.
She will say that her husband fell in love, that the male counterpart of the love affair fell in love first.
That's
right?
Probably you, isn't it?
I saw her eating steak and fell in love. Right.
Let's clear it up now, because
Let's get this straight
David and
now.
I are ready to object. From Monday.
She's going to say you, Chad, the husband, male person of this group, fell in love first.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
the dog.
we got it. Let's bring her on. All right, Shelby. When you met, who fell in love first, you or your husband?
My husband.
That's what he said. We got that straightened out, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm so glad he did.
What'd you say there?
I'm so glad he did.
Okay, you're right. Thank you. David, between you and Cheryl, who fell in love first, do you think?
Well, I'm sure that I did, because, I mean, I was crazy about her from the first time I laid eyes on her, but she was actually the first person who came out and said, "I love you," to me.
So?
I mean, it was like pulling teeth. So I'd say she did, and I think she'll think she did. What do you
Okay.
think? Huh?
Well, they weren't there. You weren't there
That's
at
one of
all.
your
were
kind
you?
of
What's
answers, Chad.
All right, you're going to say that she'll say
She'll
that
say she did.
She fell in love first. All right, let's bring on Cheryl. Cheryl, who fell in love first, you or your husband?
Well, I don't know who fell first, but I admitted it first, so I guess you're right.
That's what he said. Good girl. And you're right. You said that just the way he said it, as a matter of fact. Absolutely right, all the way down the line.
Really?
Absolutely. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, Jack, how about Roxanne?
Well, remember a couple of days ago I told you how she proposed to me?
Yeah.
Well, there was a reason for that. She was really hung up on me.
She really?
I mean, a guy of my poise and charm and natural culture. And a guy with my savoir-faire and nuances. You know my nuances.
Oh, yeah, you got great
She
nuances.
actually fell in love with me, but in time, I learned to hate her guts. She fell in love first.
She's first.
Definitely first. And keeps telling me that. I loved you and you never ever did you once.
Okay, let's bring on Roxanne. Roxanne, who fell in love first, you or Jack?
Oh, boy. I said it first, but I think he felt it first.
Isn't that funny? I think you maybe missed a couple of nuances there, Jack. He said that his nuances and his savoir-faire and his charm were absolutely irresistible to you, and...
They were. I told him I was in love with him before he ever said it, and he felt it the moment I told him.
Yeah. I'm sorry, no score there. So, at this point, Cheryl and David, Roxanne and Jack have $100. Shelby and Chad are in the lead with $200 for the blue section. It is halftime. We'll change places now. Fellas to the rear. Ladies, come on out front. While we're doing that, we're going to break away for a brief message. Please come back with us. I have the fella, no, I don't have the fellas out. I have the ladies out here with me.
Again, you did it.
As you can see, the fellas are plugged in the back. If you were looking at my change of wardrobe, I'd like to show you the jackets that we have here on the crew and everybody working. I think they're kind of nice, don't you? You like that?
Yeah,
When I was a kid, I dreamed of having New York Giants on the jacket, but this will do. We're at the halfway mark. Everybody's won some money so far. And as you probably know, the rooting section that is backing our top winning couple is going to get an extra $1,000 today at the end of the show. It is a close game, too. Anybody can win at this point. Fellas, we're going to ask the questions of the girls now. You'll be getting the clues. Right now, you're going to get music. We'll see you in just a minute. Ladies, ready to go?
Yes.
Here comes the first question. A time you waited up for him.
Wait. Oh, this is it. Oh. Well, I got a show, and David and I were going to celebrate. So he sent a bottle of champagne over and said, I'm going to be there at 8 o'clock. We're going to celebrate. It's going to be beautiful. Well, at 9 o'clock, he still wasn't there. At 9:30, he wasn't there. And at 10 o'clock, I said, well, I'll just have a little drink, and I'll be nice and relaxed when he got here. So he didn't show up at all. And the next morning, I was furious with him. How dare you stand me up like that? He says, I was there. I said, what do you mean you were there? I was there. You weren't there. He says, I was there. You were passed out. I was there. I drank the whole bottle of champagne.
But he was very late.
I knew he was there because I said, okay, if you were there, what did I have on? And he described what I had on. And he said there wasn't anything I could do with you, so I left. Ooh. I think
maybe because of the way you were dressed, that's why you came late. Maybe you should dress a little better.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Okay, what we need now is a clue that David's going to recognize.
Champagne?
A time you waited up for him.
Champagne.
Champagne is the word. One word clue worth $100. Okay, let's bring on the fellas. All right, gentlemen, we've asked the ladies a question. We have a clue. Here it is. A time you waited up for him. And the clue is champagne. David. All right, David, tell us about a time you waited up for him.
Your girl Cheryl up there had gotten a show, a fairly big show that she was doing, and I sent her a bottle of Dom Perignon champagne, and we were going to celebrate. And I called her and I said, I'll be there at like 7 o'clock. Well, I never got there, and she was expecting my arrival, so she uncorked the champagne. She sat and she drank the whole bottle, and I mean, I went in, and she was so bombed that she didn't even remember that I had been there.
Okay.
That's what the lady said.
Not a good drinker, Bert. I'm not a good drinker, Bert.
Not a good drinker, no. I'm dying to ask David where he was. But never mind, we won't go into that. We'll be back with you with the next question in just a moment, fellas. Okay, ready to go, ladies? Here it is. A time you waited up for him. Same question. Roxanne. All right, Roxanne. By the way, we have Shelby and Chad and Cheryl and David have 200. You have 100. You can tie the game all up with this one.
Okay.
I don't want to put you on any pressure, though.
Jack was supposed to have been home at a certain time. We had guests coming over. The guests came, the guests left, and I was so angry with him that he walked in very much on the defensive. And he wouldn't, you know, he acted like I was wrong, right? And so I wanted to get into an argument with him. And I couldn't get his attention. There was no way. So I took off all my clothes. I climbed on top of the television set. And I said, "Now will you talk to me?" And he looked up and he said, "Adjust the fine-tuning."
I wonder what show he was watching that was so important. Okay. What's the clue going to be for that one?
I guess television.
A time you waited up for him.
Television.
Television.
Fine-tuning is 2 words, right?
Fine-tuning is 2 words.
Television.
Yeah. Television?
Let's try that.
Okay, let's try that.
If we lose, it's your fault.
Let's bring on the fellas. Okay, gentlemen, we've asked the ladies a question. It is, in fact, the same question. A time you waited up for him. All right? Clue is television. Television. Time you waited up for him. The clue is television. Jack, does it sound familiar to you at all?
Yeah, I pressed the button. It didn't go.
You did press the button?
Yeah.
Before the buzzer?
Yeah, it didn't go.
Uh-oh. Press it now, see what happens. Let's see what's happening over there. Was it working? Well, yes. They say we'll give it to you because it was not evidently not working. Okay, Jack, tell us the story. Now you have to match the story.
Is this when she waited up for me and she got angry when I got home? And then I couldn't get her, she couldn't get my attention. And she was so mad at me and I was so concerned with watching the television set. And then she finally couldn't get my attention and couldn't get me to tell where I'd been or what I'm talking about. And she kept talking. I wouldn't listen to her. She finally got naked and sat on the television set.
No, that's not the story, but we sure enjoyed hearing it. Yeah, that's the story.
That's
You're
not
absolutely right. At this point, we have a tie game, $200 straight across the board. And we'll come back with more of Tattletales after a brief commercial message for you. We're out. Hello. We're going to do a Tattletale quickie. I'm going to ask this question of the men. Fellas, here it is. If you were buying her a pair of panties, would you pick white ones, black ones, or red ones? If you were buying her a pair of panties, would you pick white ones, black ones, or red ones? Think about that, fellas. And we'll come back to you in just a moment.
Yeah, come on, Jim.
I don't know what to do with it either, Shelby. How do you feel about that?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes, my dear. What's Chad
I was talking to my
say?
team over there. He'd have a hard time. I don't like him.
You don't like him?
No.
No? Okay.
But let's see. Well, what do you say? Black. Let's do black.
All
you know?
right. Let's say that. Let's see what he says. Okay, Chad. Which ones would you pick? White ones, black ones, or red ones?
She doesn't wear panties.
Oh!
Nevertheless.
I don't know. Red's my favorite color. I guess I'd go red.
You'd say red. Well, she said black. Sorry about that, Chad. Cheryl, what's David going to say?
I think he'll say white. It matches his jockey shorts.
And you've had experience along those
so
lines?
we can interchange. He can borrow mine, I can borrow his, whatever.
He'll say white. Okay, let's bring him on. David, what would be the color? White, black, or red ones?
Black. I love
Black.
I tell you
don't
what,
own a pair of black.
it. Well, I don't care. I don't
tell you
buy
what.
underwear.
David, it might be a good idea if you went shopping for Shelby because Chad said black and never mind. Thanks, David. No score there. Sorry, Roxanne. How about Jack? What's he going to say?
Well, believe it or not, he's balding, but he's sexy. He'll say black.
We have a tie game at this point, and last time I said you had a chance to tie it. You did. Let's see what happens with this one. Let's bring on Jack. Jack, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
What color would you buy? White ones, black ones, or red ones?
White ones, how gauche. What? No, that's...
Oh, yes. 3 straight misses on that one, folks.
No, I didn't say that.
What did you say?
No, I said white one's a gauche, black is out. She's a redhead. I'd buy red.
Well, she said black, so you're wrong anyway.
Black.
Our time is up. We have a 3-way tie. Everybody wins. Okay, gang. Everybody wins. You've all won $200. We add $1,000 to that. Your 3 rooting sections will divide $1,600. And we will be right back with the rest of Tattletales after this message for you. Okay, we had a 3-way tie today. That doesn't happen very often. Gave away a total of $1,600 to our studio audience. We hope you had fun, everybody. I hope you guys did too, because we did. Join us next time when we'll be sharing our secrets and our winnings with our studio audience. Great time saying so long, everybody.
This is Jack Clark speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.